Welcome people to the World Wide Web. Cypher Sigma here, and it's another Wednesday. It's another look what I'm watching and what have I been watching this week. Quite like trying not to give away stuff. So this is what I've been watching. So as normal, we will try and go in reverse order. So the first one, I picked this up very recently. A lot of people recommended this was Chef. And maybe it just didn't hit hard. So anybody who doesn't know, it's Jon Favreau. It's a few members of the Avengers appearing it out. It was shot around, I think, the early Avengers period time, Iron Man time. So he was, working with those actors and actresses anyway. But anyway, he is a chef, has a little bit of a breakdown over a critic, gets fired, and then basically goes on a summer break on his van with his mate to kind of get his taste for food back. He takes his son, who's a bit distant from him, and they kind of form a bond over it. And I did like that bit. The first half was a bit wane. The second half, it made a bit more sense as it go on, but I didn't think it was as good as every people kind of said. It was an alright movie. I'm glad I only paid a few quid for it, but yeah, that's Chef. So next one, birthday, one of my birthday ones, already smashed it through. So Super Mario Brothers. Did really like this. The novelty had worn off a little bit from when I watched it at the cinema. So I think I rated it about 7.5, and I'd probably rate it about a 7. I still didn't really think it was done well. I liked all the stuff. I say the novelty wore a bit off, so it does wind down. Again, still really good animated, really good story. Obviously, voice actors and all the little subtle not innuendos, all the little points and that little references to Mario and that. They're still brilliantly done. I do really look forward to the second one. I don't want to say too much more because if anybody hasn't seen it, ruin it. Next is Omar Epps and Meg Ryan in Against the Ropes. Obviously, Omar we know from House for quite a long time, and Meg Ryan from the 90s. This is loosely based off a real life lady who ended up being a boxing promoter and trainer, and this is kind of a loose story of her being from a family of boxers and related to boxers, having it in her blood and not really getting there, and due to a set of events, she kind of gets given a boxer who unfortunately is a bit of a drug addict, and that's where she comes across Omar Epps, and then it's her kind of teaching him up, but unfortunately along the way she gets a bit kind of self-involved, and it was quite an interesting one. I quite liked it. I thought it was going to be really rubbish, and Meg Ryan normally doesn't do bad movies, but because it's kind of cheesy, one very cheap, I think it was like 50p or some 75p that I paid for it. I wasn't expecting a lot, but I was quite surprised, and the fact it was loosely based off true, that was quite a good thing. Hot Pursuit, so this is one I watched at the movie a long time ago. Again, rewatching value. It's alright. It's kind of a turn your brain off and very stupid. It's Reese Witherspoon playing kind of a dumb cop, and whatever her name is from America's Got Talent, and I think Modern Family she is, and I know she can grate on some people. It was okay. It was kind of just a turn you off sort of silly movie that you could enjoy, but there is that. Next one, finished season 2 of That 70 Show. I've watched all this before and I'm rewatched it. Obviously I know there's a lot of obviously he's just gone to jail, Danny Masterson. I don't watch this to promote him or even that. I enjoy the fictional character he portrays in this, and that is why I'm enjoying it. Just to put that out there, just in case someone. But yeah, love this season. Love it all. Obviously, except for season 8, which had a few bit of issues. But I love going back and rewatching this, and the fact I still love it today. I mean, this was, when I was a teenager, my favourite series of all time. I would have to have a think on that now because there are so much series out there. But it is a very good series. I do look forward to the 90s show when season 2 comes back. The characters aren't as good, but I like the fact they've got a lot of the older cast in there, here, there and everywhere. Next one is Crimson Peak. So Christopher Hiddleston, can't remember from Molly's Game, Jessica Chastain and Mia Wachowski. So she is obviously known from the Alice in Wonderland movies with Johnny Depp. Yeah, and it's Guillermo del Toro. He deals with ghosts and kind of demons and stuff, but it's not your stereotypical one. It is kind of an ordinate, kind of a family trying to corrupt other families or nick their money and stuff like that, but with a kind of supernatural twist on a little bit of things. It's very beautifully done. Guillermo del Toro doesn't. You can tell it's definitely his kind of theme and his style. You know, and I did like it. I didn't expect everything to go the way it did, but I thought it was quite a good film overall. Then we got through the second watching of Elvis. So I did watch this at the movie. I think this was last year, like I said. And I say it's a very interesting story to learn more about Elvis and what he went through, and it just shows stardom and stuff. You know, it doesn't matter how famous you are or stuff. People, having the right people around you, and unfortunately some people are out for themselves and they can manipulate you, and that's kind of what happened with Elvis. You know, I'm not saying this is 100% accurate, but all the stuff you find out after it. I mean, it's a 2.5 hour watch, so it is quite a hard watch. 4K, it did look nice. I mean, I got it really cheap. I think it's a few quid more to get this than it was to get like a DVD, so that's why I got this. And then another one that I'd watched really early is Nerve. So this is about a internet kind of sensation where you sign up to this game called Nerve. You can be a watcher or you can be a player. Then you have Emma Roberts, so niece of Julia Roberts, and Franco, Dave Franco, yeah, James Franco's younger brother. These two are contestants and they kind of get into it, and it is really good. For like almost all of it, the ending is a little bit meh in places, but overall, and the challenge that they do and how it's filmed and stuff, I actually really like this. This is one of the first few films I went and watched with my wife, and I think we both really liked it. So rewatching it like 6 or 7 years later down the line, really liked it again. It's really good. Yeah, a little far-fetched in places, but in the world of reality and stuff like this, and online and YouTubers, and when people go out and do silly stuff, you can kind of see some silly stuff like this possibly happening or similar to happening, not quite as extreme. But anyway, that has been Look What I Have Been Watching. Hope you've enjoyed this. Have you seen any of these? You know, do you disagree with my opinion? Please let me know in the comments below. Otherwise, hope you're having a good time. See you in the next one.